Hello and welcome to this video as I share some information about manifestation. So I'm recording this on the new moon in Gemini, May the 30th, 2022. And if you want to manifest and supercharge your manifestations, new moons are the optimal time to do it. New moons are the best times to cast your intentions into the universe to get clear with what you want. I'm going to share some tips for manifesting with the new moon, why it's important, and just some of the other things that we need to take into consideration when we are manifesting, especially regarding our fears. So during the new moon is a time to basically align with what you want. Each new moon holds a different frequency based on the zodiac that it falls in, but the new moons are all about manifestation, meaning it is a clean slate. We have a new beginning. We have an opportunity to create everything we desire. Now, because we fall under a new moon in each zodiac, there is a different trait that we can work with. There's a different flavor, if you will, or a different aspect that we can really dial in with regards to how it can affect our life or our manifestation or our future. So a lot of these traits that the zodiacs hold has to do with an element within us. So a trait that we hold that sometimes we often overlook or we don't even think about. That's why it's so great to work with the new moon and, well, all the moon energies, truthfully, but I'm going to stick to new moons because it is very important to know where the zodiac, what zodiac it falls under, but also knowing that, yes, it's a time for a clean slate. It's a time to cast your manifestation into the universe. And by that, it is casting your intentions and your desires and your wishes into the universe, into the energetic field. So knowing what you want to create in this new chapter. Now, this one, when I'm recording this video, is a bit special and it has importance to it because it is coming after eclipse season. So we had the full moon in Scorpio just last 2 weeks ago, and we now have a clean slate after major transformation. So that was a huge energy shift that a lot of us went through. And now we're out of it and we have a time to create something new with new energy, new perception, new perspective, new excitement and clarity with who we are and what we want to create. And when we manifest with the moon or we're working with our own manifestation practices, it is very important to be clear with your feelings and what you are aligned with regards to your manifestation. So it's really important that we know what we want based on who we are. And part of this work that I focus on is very much of coming into alignment with who we are and stepping into our power and potency, becoming clear and confident with what we want to create and aligning with our goals. And when we all have different goals, we're all different. So it's very important to know, again, what is important for you, who you are, what you value, and not being influenced by the outer world. There are so many manifestations being created based on influence, based on outside influence, and that is not necessarily going to stick or offer true happiness and true meaning for long term. It might be a quick, interesting little manifestation accomplishment, but is it going to really fulfill and create a lot of happiness and meaning? Might not. So with this work, it's really important to align with who you are, what is important for you, what you value the most, and start getting clear with the vision of your future. Now, when I work with my moon manifestation program, it's all about alignment in the first week of the new moon. So after the new moon, we have a week before we go into the first quarter. And for that first week, we want to align with the energetic feeling and the visuals of our future self, how it feels living in the future, how it feels living in your success story, how it feels living with a partner, how it feels living and accomplishing great things that you may feel drawn towards, but maybe there are some fears and things getting in the way. And when we move through the cycles, by the time we get into the full moon, we work through releasing them. But it's most important that you know how it feels like living in that future dimension with your significant other, with the success that you want, with the family or friends or just the environment that you're in, how it feels from a very deep and meaningful place. And a lot of the times we might get caught up in, well, it would be really great to have this, but there's a but there. It might require to go a little bit deeper within your abilities and maybe step out of your comfort zone, maybe do something a bit daring. Now, this is why I want to talk about fears, because we all have fears. Remember, we come from a very oppressed, suppressed, repressed history. Our history, your family, I'm going to say all of ours because we've all gone through it. We all come from a history in our lineage, ancestry. We all have fears, fear of speaking our truth. And I won't go too deep into this, but depending also on past life and all other things, of course, that may have played out in your lifetime, maybe since you were raised, or maybe things that you've gone through in your life. This is something that a lot of us are working through right now. So if you are facing fears, know that it is normal. Know that you're not alone. We've all had to go through it, or we're going through it right now, to face our fears and to rise higher into a full expression of ourselves without the limitations that have been holding us back in the past. And that's part of this moon work. That's part of working with the lunar cycles, because it allows us to go deeper within ourselves so that we can get rid of the layers that just aren't serving us anymore, that are holding us back from fully stepping into the life we want in all areas of our life. So with the new moon, take time to align visually by closing your eyes, going into meditation. I'm going to leave an aligned meditation below as well that you can use during the new moon for the week. So you can use it for a week from the new moon to the first quarter. During the first quarter is when we start to put in the work, where we actually commit to our future, where we can actually put in the practical, because we've worked on the energetic. So this is all energetic work right now. So visualization is feeling how you feel in your future, and free of fear, free of limitations. What does that feel like? That is the most important part. The feeling is very, very much important. And then we get to work backwards a little bit, understanding, okay, this is what I need to change, and this is what I need to address, and this is what I need to let go of in order for me to feel that, in order for me to be that person, in order for me to have that relationship, in order for me to have that level of success. And know that, yes, this is a process. It takes time, but the clearer that you can be, the stronger you're going to be with your decisions and the work that you need to do along the way. Fear is a big part of this, and I want to specifically address fear in this video because it's important to feel your future, but then go back a little bit into the resistance or the hesitation of what might be getting in your way from fully opening up for that future dream or dimension or desire. What is holding you back? Now, we all have fear of being seen, being heard, being rejected, being hurt, fear of the unknown. But those are all things that we have built within us because of things we've gone through in the past, or that we've inherited from our family, or energetically as well, and from past life. But we're not going to go too far back into it, but let's just keep it in this timeline for the sake of simplicity. But go into some of the fears that may be holding you back from fully stepping into the manifestation that you want. Just be aware of them. We let fear go during the full moon, but I feel that in this video, it's very important to address what could be holding you back, just so that you can start thinking about it, just so that you know what's there. Because even after the new moon, after you start manifesting or casting your intentions into the universe, and by that I should also clear up that it is of visualization, meditation, but also writing it down. You can speak it into the universe as well. Words hold energetic weight and value. So whatever we put into the universe, we make it so. As much energetic work as you can do to make it happen, you solidify it. You know, and you're grounding your energetic ties into what you want to create and what you feel called towards. And this is part of your purpose. This is part of your divine destiny. This is part of what you're meant to do. And the clearer and the more in alignment with it that you are, you'll know. You'll know that it's meant for you. You'll know that it's meant for you to create, to bring to life, and to claim and to step into, and all those things. So with the fear, maybe spend a little bit of time with the fear as well, with this, how it feels to live without the fear. If you have fear, again, of failure, of the unknown, of being seen, of being judged, of being hurt, of having a broken heart, we all go through these. We have layers within us that, again, come a lot from our society, from our family, from things that we've gone through in our life. If we've been hurt before, if we've been vulnerable, if we've opened our heart before, maybe we've been hurt, maybe someone has rejected us, and it's not really the best feeling, but if we move forward with an open heart and open mind, then the stronger that we are within our power and the stronger that we are knowing what we are called towards and what is meant for us, then everything's going to fall into place perfectly. And even if you run into challenges along the way, you're going to be able to understand and work through it in a healthier way rather than being hurt or taking on the energy of that circumstance and weighing yourself down by additional fears and resistance to the manifestation you're wanting to create. So again, during the new moon, clean slate, fresh start, write it down, speak it into the universe, be very clear, align with who you are in your future, what you need to do to get there. Know what fears are getting in the way. Know that the fears are things that we create from our past and that it's time to let it go, that we can release it. And the best time to release it is during the full moon. But again, feel what it feels like living without the fear. And the more that you can connect living without the fear, the easier everything will start to fall into place. And the more change you can create within yourself and within, of course, your outer world. So I hope this video offers some guidance at this time and finds you when you need it the most. All the best with your manifestation and beyond.